Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. Lawmakers in the lower house raised concerns over the preferred reward system for informants of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. PDEA Chief Virgilio Lazo revealed that there were assets or informants who would ask for 30% of illegal drugs seized during operations. However, Lazo assured that such a reward system had not been tolerated since he sat as PDEA chief. Still, the revelation did not sit well with Surigao del Norte Representative Ace Barbers. Barbers believes this is the reason why streets cannot be rid of illegal drugs despite the aggressive campaign. Speaking to the big story, Barbers said he believes that the reward system should not be removed and should instead be improved by raising monetary reward for informants.
Information coming from assets or informers have produced quite a significant achievement by the PDEA and the Philippine National Police. And dapat nga siguro i-improve pa natin yung reward, no? Kasi that will entice all these informers to provide information that will cause the arrest, apprehension of the drug syndicates and its members. So kasi ang ceiling apparently is only up to 2 million. No? If there is an information that there is drugs being traded in the amount of billions of pesos, I guess 2 million is too small. So kung pwede nga, palakihin pa natin.
Suspected U People's Army rebels reportedly killed 2 members of a Philippine Army rescue team on a mission to find the crashed Cessna plane. The slain soldiers were identified as Private John Paul Adalim and Private Mark June Esico, members of the Army's 31st Infantry Battalion. The Southern Luzon Command said the 2 soldiers were at the market in Barangay Cotmon, Camalig Town to resupply their units' needs when 5 armed men ambushed them around 7 a.m. Meanwhile, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines says the wreckage found near the crater of Mayon volcano was that of the missing Cessna 340A. Earlier today, the search and rescue team, using a military chopper and aircraft, attempted to reach the wreckage site 3 times but failed due to strong winds in the area. The CAAP said the team will also try to use all-terrain vehicles to reach the crash site if the weather is good.
Tatlong attempt ang ginawa kanina, yung katipid yung mga helicopters dahil due to bad weather. At very dangerous naman doon sa mga rescuers natin just in case. Kaya maghintay tayo kumanda yung weather.
Survivors of the ambush in Lanao del Sur recall the horrific experience from last week. Meanwhile, authorities are looking into a drug angle as motive for the attack. Mon Gualvez with this exclusive report.
Bigla akong nagigising na sumisigaw daw ako, sabi ng asawa ko. Naisip ko yung pagtama ng bala na pag-cover ko kay Gub.
Nightmares continue to haunt Nasser Ganda Sr. days after the ambush against his relative Lanao del Sur Governor Mamintal Alonto Adiong Jr. He was seated right beside the governor inside the SUV when bullets rained down on them. Their vehicle alone sustained 18 gunshots.
Parang may sinusug yung pinipirito na mais na yung apoy na umano sa karsada sa dami ng na tumatama sa amin.
Ansari Sumandar also couldn't believe he would live to tell the tale. 7 vehicles were with the convoy. He was in the 6th.
Yung putok, grabe na. Then, ang naano ko lang, yung para may tinatapong kami na bato. Yun pala, pinapaputukan kami, ang tinatamaan yung kalsada, tapos umaano sa amin yung yun, sabi ko, atras tayo.
Ansari said they took a U-turn to ask for help from the MILF checkpoints, but they were told to ask for help somewhere else.
Sinagot sa akin ng isa, sabi niya, Sir, walang order sa amin, hindi kami pwede, doon kayo pumunta sa kabilang kampo, hindi po kami pwede gumalaw dahil out na yan sa namin. Yun ang sagot nila sa akin, out na yan sa perimeter namin.
The Barm government explained that the MILF camp did not hear the ambush, but they're ready to take action if there are indeed lapses on the side of the MILF.
Meron namang disciplinary measures talaga na ini-impose yung MILF doon sa mga puwersa nila. Kung sakali man, defined naman kung saan naka-station yung mga tao natin. So wala rin tayong naririnig pa na report na merong involvement yung mga tao ng MILF.
Authorities are still gathering information to pinpoint the location of the perpetrators and to determine the motive behind the attack. Since November of last year, around 40 anti-illegal drug operations have been conducted by Lanao del Sur PNP based on orders by Governor Adyong. This is one of the angles in the ambush currently being studied by the authorities. It was reported that prior to the ambush, the police cracked down on 25,000 fully grown marijuana plants worth 5 million pesos in Maging. Some of the governor's relatives also believe that the ambush may have something to do with his campaign against illegal drugs in the province. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla has unsolicited legal advice for the camp of detained former Senator Laila De Lima. Remulla said that De Lima's lawyers can file a writ of habeas corpus petition, promising that state prosecutors won't object to it. Remulla, however, added that this is better addressed in court. The writ of habeas corpus is the right to determine and challenge if a person is being lawfully or unlawfully detained.
Probably they should petition for habeas corpus and explain their case to the courts. We will not object. I'm not objecting personally, no, to any plea that will free anybody from jail. But syempre, this is something better discussed in court. It is a power left to the judges to decide, and even to the higher courts if need be, if they want to go to the higher courts. Sa akin, all of us have our means of defending ourselves.
Though De Lima's camp welcomes Remulla's advice, they say it would be better for them to wait for decisions on their two bail motions. Speaking to the big story, De Lima's legal counsel Dino De Leon says the DOJ can even withdraw the cases if they believe they are weak.
This is really what puzzles us in the defense team. If the Justice Department is saying that there are a lot of ways to make sure that we can fast track the liberty of Senator Laila De Lima, or they want to post it, or they can take this route, the Justice Department is not powerless. So the Justice Department itself can actually motu proprio withdraw the case against Senator Laila De Lima if they think that the case is weak, so to speak.
Here are other headlines we're keeping our eyes on. A lawmaker wants cannabis removed from the list of dangerous narcotics in the country. Davao del Norte Congressman Pantaleon Alvarez said that legalizing the use of cannabis or marijuana can bring added revenues to the government. It's all systems go for the return of the PBA All-Star Game as captains Japeth Aguilar and Scotty Thompson draft their lineups for the event. The PBA All-Star Weekend will take place from March 9 to 12 at Pasay City in Iloilo. And in entertainment, Tony Award winner Lea Salonga is set to perform in London's West End again for the first time in 27 years. Salonga has been tapped to join the restaging of Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends on West End's Gielgud Theatre from September 2023 to January 2024. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 7:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register an account now at signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.